Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. In review today is Ridley Scott's House of Gucci on 4K Blu-ray. Let's take a look at the tech specs. It was shot in 4.5K, it's got a 4K DI, the aspect ratio is 239:1, it's got a DTS HD 5.1 soundtrack, the runtime is 158 minutes and it's rated 15. With this film not receiving a 4K Blu-ray release in the UK, I opted to import the Scandinavian version. In terms of picture quality, House of Gucci really shines in native 4K with a clean, crisp digital image that looks as rich as the Guccis themselves, producing crystal clear detail and clarity. Skin textures nicely benefit from the increase in resolution, revealing every pore, wrinkle and skin imperfection, whilst highlighting the extensive use of makeup and prosthetics on some of the lead cast's faces. The film takes place in a wide variety of interior and exterior settings, and each one displays a wealth of depth and background detail, whether it's inside the Italian villas or outside in the Swiss Alps. Colour-wise, the film's palette opts for some burnt orange tones at the beginning of the movie, before transitioning to cooler blue and silver hues, with the exception of some warmer looking interiors. This is a colour palette which is fairly common in Scott's previous work. Bolder splashes of colour mainly come from clothing, specifically in the fashion shows, which display a nice array of primaries with the application of HDR giving these a subtle boost. Apart from these scenes, the reds, greens and blues are kept more on the natural side. The white balance is strong throughout, but particularly in the fencing scene and the outdoor sequences in the Swiss Alps, with clean and robust white shades that never bloom. Blacks are nice and deep with low lit or nighttime scenes retaining good clarity with clear shadow separation. If you enjoy this type of content, why not consider subscribing, as I have new videos out every week. Moving on to the audio quality, the 4K disc comes with an English DTS HD 5.1 soundtrack. Being a very dialogue-driven movie with no real action sequences, there isn't any opportunity for vigorous or bombastic surround channel activity. Instead, we get a mix that's more focused on atmosphere and ambience with some good environmental effects. From car engines on the streets of Italy to camera flashes and applause in the fashion shows, all contributing to a nice sense of immersion. The musical elements, whether the retro pop songs or Harry Gregson Williams' score, are where the track is the most energetic. Some good extension through the surround and a decent amount of LFE. As I previously mentioned, dialogue plays a crucial part in this movie and each line is rendered cleanly and clearly without issue. To summarise, I'll give the picture a 9.3. With Ridley Scott's colour grading consisting of natural and muted tones, it doesn't make for a bright and vibrant picture, but with a razor-sharp digital image that reveals a striking amount of detail and clarity, this is one 4K disc that is not to be overlooked. And I'll give the audio an 8. Due to the nature of the movie, the accompanying DTS 5.1 soundtrack doesn't really have much to work with in terms of action-packed effects. It does, however, still manage to sufficiently capture the drama and atmosphere of the film, with clear dialogue and fully embodied musical elements. It is a slight shame that the 4K releases don't come with the Dolby Atmos soundtrack that's included in some of the Blu-ray releases, but I'm not sure there is much room for improvement anyway, apart from maybe some extra musical extension or added ambience in the height channels. All in all, this is a serviceable 5.1 soundtrack that accompanies the visuals nicely. So these are my thoughts on House of Gucci on 4K Blu-ray. Will you be adding this one to your collection? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching guys, enjoy your movies, bye!